Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Tuesday morning. Yesterday, holiday in the U.S. Hope everybody who was here had a wonderful Memorial Day. And if you're overseas or in another country, had a peaceful day. So, good morning, Sterling. Good morning, Patrick. Happy short trading week, George. Hello, PMG. Good mornings. So, let's see. That should tell you enough about the deal. Enough Democrats will be supportive of the debt limit deal. That should tell you all you need to know about the deal. Good morning, Christo. So, where do we sit on the shortened trading week? Remember, it's backloaded today. Not much else. We just had the Case Shiller home price information out. No big shock there, although month over month was higher than expected. Consumer confidence coming out in just under 1 hour. That's minor. Dallas Fed Manufacturing Index is going to be still to see how it's forecast to be pretty deep below zero to see if that bounces at all, but not expecting that to go positive. Then we have Barkin speaking. So quiet day. Good morning, Jacob. It was fantastic, Jake. Thank you for asking. I'm glad your brisket was great. Good morning, Martinez. Hope everyone had some good food and some good time, and if you got to spend it with family. Man, there was some good racing this weekend. I watched the Formula One Monte Carlo race, and then what else do we have? We had the Indy 500. There was some good racing this weekend. So I do like myself some good car racing. That's where we sit today. Remember, just a reminder, Thursday, we got ISM numbers. Friday, we have non-farm payroll Friday. Last non-farm payroll before the rate hike decision in just over 2 weeks. S&P 500 map, you see AI and mega caps leading the way. Energy pulling back. I wonder, is AI buying its own stock? Has AI got to the point where it's just going to buy itself? Then, infinity and beyond. We have technology, comm services, and consumer cyclical leading it higher. Pretty much a risk on day, term that Bob and I both hate. But Fed Watch Tool 66, it's almost 66.6%. We're at 66.5% for the hike, and that's in 15 days, potentially. No, dropping to 59. All right, big contraction there. Probabilities, what's interesting is one more hikes priced in than one minor cut. If there's no hikes, then there's literally a pause through the end of the year. So either one hike to a one full price pause, that baked in. Upper end of greed, current market valuation. We're about to get back into major overvalued territory. That's what I'm saying. This market can keep going. It can keep going, but for it to be the start of a brand new, fully sustainable bull market would be absolutely shocking at these valuations. So, doesn't mean it can't keep going. Gamma neutral areas for, just remember 4,200. Right now we're trading 237. There's a minor call wall about 4250, and we'll take a look at the charts with that. And then there's pretty key support back at 4200 at this point. In terms of earnings, nothing really this morning. After the close, we got U-Haul, Hewlett Packard, Box. That's about it. And then we got some minor stuff this week, but nothing really major. Nothing super major. We got Broadcom with based off of where stuff's sitting. And don't call the cops if you're an employee of Lululemon. You'll get fired. That's what we have their earnings on Thursday. All right. Good day, Christoph. Good day, Heinrich. Hey, bro. Last pump today. Well, we shall. So we got a potential little mini double top. I am right that the market often reacts with a lag to changes in rate height expectations. Yes. Good morning, Options 22. Good morning, Anissa. All right, so what am I keeping an eye on? Right now, once, and I'm not saying today has to be a secondary reaction, although we do have a little potential double top, needs a close below 42.2025 with the targets of 42.08, 42.03, 41.97 into a clear path move. So that's the only bearish thing I'm watching for right now. Other than that, any pullback, this would be major support right around that 42.20 area. So it could pull back without triggering. To the upside, 42.48 to 42.50 is major. Actually, 42.48 to about 42.54, 55 area is my key target zone should we rally. If you want to fine tune that based off the shorter stuff, that's where I use the little mini reverse harmonics. And these are very mini. So 42.48, 42.49. Okay. If we really trade 42.50, 42.51, we're going to invalidate this little potential double top also. So do keep that in mind. Beyond that, what are the next key targets? 42.68.50. There you go. It's still in trail mode. Now, once we get a sell-off, then we're going to see what holds support. And we still do have a little more room to potentially run on the daily cycles. So we shall keep an eye on that. But in the next couple days, they could be getting to the topping area. NASDAQ just keeps chugging along. The next key target was 14,544. We're trading against that right now. We have very little pausing area. Very little pausing area. You see here, the last little pause, it gave us this cluster here already, which we hit. So if we continue to power higher today, 14,683. And then the max major target area is 15,196. Going to be seeing where today closes in relationship to the 62.5. There is no double top in the NASDAQ. So key support coming in about 14,373 to about 14,417. Pretty big support zone, but that's what I'll be watching if we pull back with the rising 4-hour rotation zone. We get below that 14,370 area, we're into a potential clear path move. So I'll watch the short-term harmonic retracements. Other than that, would I be chasing it higher at this point? No, it's overbought. Cycles get into a top area, so it would be in trailing mode for me. Trailing mode. Dow, gap up and quick reversal in the Dow. The double top after hitting the first and second targets is still technically in play. For lower price action trading below Friday's close right now. No double top there, into a clear path move. So this is where I'd use my little harmonics. And on a continued pullback, 33,050, and then major support 32,975. Russell. Still in consolidation. Also the gap, filling the gap, but it breaks above about 1791. Key resistance 18 to 1802. Support coming in. Not yet a double top. So if it pushes up, watch for a little potential mini double top forming, but the key support would be the 1775 area, and then you got a clear path move below. VIX, no fear. DAX, still back into this other consolidation range. Not much going on there. Still watching. Cycles are moving back to the top. So once these get back to the top in the next couple of days, we'll be watching for another potential rollover move there. Notes, pretty decent bounce back today with the proposed possible debt ceiling deal, but nothing to break the immediate downtrend. You see the harmonic holding key support right now. If we do, and I'm not expecting us to break through today's low unless the debt ceiling deal collapses, then it would be 111.19 would be key. You can see here the 10-year yield pulling back. But as long as we don't break below about 360, the uptrend's still intact. Dollar index finally getting a little mini pullback. This is not a double top. Watching to see the reaction on this. Minor support coming in about this 103.40. More significant 103.615, 103.20. If we did break below that, 102.72. But this is still, we have cycles at the top, so I'm going to watch on this reaction to see how much we pull back or if we do more of a sideways correction. What else do we have? Yen finally getting that pullback with the dollar also. Minor support coming in about 139.40. Major support coming in at 138.69. The same thing I just talked about with the dollar is what I'm watching in the yen. Euro, little reversal after closing below the 62.5. So I'm going to be watching for a continued bounce play and then another rollover play in the euro. But major resistance coming in about 107.70. Pound, again, going to be watching for some upside. Broke below some major support, but there's no clear path move. Right now, the major area I'm watching on the pound, we're up against the 37.5. If we do break through there, it'd be 124.94 to about 125. Bitcoin, little bounce up from a very sloppy double bottom formation, but going to be watching for some potential follow through to the upside, at least for the next couple days. 25,585, 29, and then 29.5. Tesla, then we'll get to spires and the Qs against the 200 right now. Let's see if it's going to invalidate the weekly double on a close above 197.57. All right, let's take a look at those spiders and the Qs. Remember to keep an eye on the open with that little mini double top. Right now, let me get the minor levels using the backwards harmonics. So we break above this 420.72, and right now, where are we trading? Trading 420.72 right now. 422.08, then major cluster 423 to about 423.40, 423.50. So those are the key areas higher. Beyond that, your next major level, should this keep powering higher, 427.73. And let's just check with our retracements. And then what do we have? 430.53 is going to be a major level. Support, if we do roll over based off that double top, support on the spiders. First level is about 420, 420.15, and then you don't have much. You don't have much until you get down to about 417.90 to 418. And the Qs. And the Qs. Again, just Qs, insanity is everywhere. Let's see if we can find something. There's not much until we have 354.46 and major level 356. Above 356, we have a gap fill. 361.10 from a prior double top area. And then you're looking about 369, and then you have 371. Support. This is where I'd use the prior harmonics. There's not much until about 344.57, and then major support coming in at 341. That's how vertical this market is gone. I'll get to gold today, Pep. Here you go, Pep. I gotta do crude. Big reversal on crude. But if this continues, I'm going to be watching 69 for starting a key support area. Remember, cycle's still heading down, so we could have a little more room to run to the downside. Gold, nice bounce back with the possible debt ceiling deal, but it's really got to power through 1990 before anything else. So little bounce off Friday's key hitting the low harmonic area. All right, if gold does continue to run, let's just see. Let's see what the next key level is. The next, and that's, look at that, a nice little cluster with the 37.5. The next key level would be 210.70. So that's where we sit. Why don't they just suspend the debt ceiling and just go for it, because that's all they really want. We don't have, nobody gives a crap about this country. Very few do. There's a handful, but for the most part, let's just keep printing money and spending like a drunken sailor. So, and I probably just insulted drunken sailors there. All right, that's where we sit. What else do we have? CRM pre-market is 944. So look at that little big move up. What's the next key target? Let's flip these. Because we got Salesforce. We got Salesforce, which is on Wednesday afternoon for earnings. So busting through that key area. Let me flip the harmonics real quick. See where we sit with CRM. 218, so we're above there. And this is a key, 218 to 222 is key resistance. But if we do break through there, we got about not much until 232, then 242. But here's the big rollover zone until you get the close above 242. So that's where that sits right now going into earnings on Wednesday. All right. Hope everyone has a wonderful trading day. Let's just peek back at the S&P. Still nothing invalidated with the double. The minor levels going to the open, the breakout area is roughly this 243. The breakdown, the early warning breakdown sign is about 242.32. So 42.43 breakout, 42.32 is the key support area. That we had that support base from a couple hours ago, and that's testing the overnight European Open resistance area. So European Open resistance after the pullback resupported. So that's the support zone going into the open. Full bull market is here. Well, we're in a bullish run, but I'm not buying the full bull market. But again, it's continue higher until we don't. With that, I shall talk to everyone after the close. Bye for now.